Hi, this is Lavinia Lee. Today we'll talk about lunar eclipse and also Cossack rite. So first of all, from lunar eclipse, before we play the piece, we look at all the music notations first. So the very first thing that you need to notice is the symbol that is written there. So first of all, there is one new symbol means tenuto. That means you hold it longer than usual. Hold a little longer or like to emphasize it. So usually tenuto is like to emphasize the note. So that means that note is like has bigger sound than the other notes. So from lunar eclipse, if you look at page 1, there are lots of tenuto, and then you can see it from bar 1 to bar 12. Most of the tenutos are located on the left hand. So that means the left hand note play louder. You have to play the left hand note louder than the right hand note. So the left hand is the melody this time. So if you see from bar 1, let's start from bar 1. So you have left hand for only one note, and then the right hand you have 5 notes. And then usually for this one, you have the tenuto on the left hand. So that means the left hand play as the melody, and then the right hand play as the accompaniment. So the right hand plays softer than the left hand. So and then right hand you have tenuto, so you emphasize it. And then go back to so that means you can see that the right hand become very soft, and then you can imagine it as an echo. So it's the main melody is just, and then right hand is just soft, very soft. So it's like, okay. And then if you look at the pedal, so the pedal you have to hold it until the third bar. So start from the first note of third bar, you have to release and then press it back, so that you can produce a very legato, a very smooth voice, and then it's like very dreamy. And then the second line is also almost the same as the first line, and the third line is also almost the same. It's just that you have to change pedal for every bar. So crescendo, and then slowly you build up to line 4. Line 4, you have to take off the pedal when you have the, because if you hold the pedal it will be very noisy, because it's like different notes. It's very noisy, so you have to soft. Okay, and then you have to imagine the fourth line as one big phrase. So start from, okay, or you can also slow down a little bit at the end, so that you just emphasize that you are already finishing a melody. And then if you look at second page, so second page we have talked about upper voice and inner voice. Upper voice, since there is no tenuto, they put upper voice. You can see the mezzo forte, it's located above the right hand note, and then there's piano in between the right hand and the left hand. So that means the highest note is the melody, so you have to play louder, you have to play mezzo forte. So, and then the inner voice you play softer, so it's like the accompaniment, just like first page, but this one is chords. And then, okay, so you have to emphasize soft, and then the pedal is very crucial for this part, because if you don't change pedal it will be very noisy, because the chords are different. So first chord is this one, second one is, okay, so you have to change on the first note of third bar. And then for starting from bar 21, you are going to the ending. So you have to do it also as a big phrase, just like line 4 on the previous page. Okay, and then if you see the coda, you have one big pedal, one big pedaling. So that means you are because it's the same chord, it's a C minor chord, so you can put a very long pedal. And then don't forget there is a tenuto, okay, and then you can see retardando, read on bar 28, that means you have to slow down, okay, and then very soft on the last note since you don't have the tenuto there. Okay, so this is all for the lunar eclipse. And now moving on to Cossack right. So Cossack right, we have common time, and then we have known that common time is 4 bits in a bar, so the crotchet is 1 bit, right? However, if you see the cut time is 2/2, and then the minim is 1 bit. And then there's 2 bit in the bar. So if minim 1 bit, we can also just imagine it as 4/4. They are almost the same, because like minim 1 bit, crotchet 2 bit, crotchet half bit is exactly the same as 4 bits in a bar, but the minim 2 bits. So that means we just pretend it's like 1 and 2 and so we divide it into 4 bits. Okay, so first of all, you have look at the music notation. You have accent and you have staccato on the first beat, and then you have forte, so that means it's very energetic. And then you imagine that you are riding a horse, so it's like it's very energetic, and it's short and also very jumpy and very accent. Okay, so and then left hand, even though right hand you have the legato, the left hand is staccato. So the left hand, you imagine it as like the horse is running, so short and detached. Okay, and then you have to count, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay, so left hand very detached. And then you have to divide the brain, right hand legato, left hand staccato. Okay, and then don't forget to look at the rest, so don't hold for left hand. And then the second line is almost the same as the first line, and then you have one symbol, one music notation on the very last bar of second line. You have double bar line, so that means you have to repeat from bar 1 until bar 8 one more time. And then moving on to bar 9 onwards, you don't have staccato, so left hand is hold, and then you have dynamic difference. It's mezzo piano. Mezzo piano, that means moderately soft, so it's not as loud as the first 8 bars. So it's let's start from bar 7. Okay, so that means 1 is softer than before, and then try to make it contrasting. And then you have legato there, so that means different character, different feel. And then if you look at page 2, the next page, it's gradually getting louder. So and then you have like so from very soft to go loud, and then slowly from the last bar, which is bar 16, go loud, go drive to. Okay, so you have to start from. Okay, that means the legato you put a little heavier than before, and then the last minute on bar 17 first note, you directly put all your energy inside. And then same for starting from bar 21 is the same. And then if you look at the coda, which is the ending, start from bar 25, you have forte, and then you have accent, so that means it's very loud and very grand. So retardando, that means slow down. So slow down. Okay, and then you have slowly, gradually getting softer. And then you have hold, that means you can hold longer than before. And then start from bar 29, a tempo means normal tempo, so you go back. So start from retardando, you slow down, and then start from bar 29 onwards, you go back to the normal tempo. Start with very soft piano. 1 and then look at the last bar. You have 8 VA. 8 VA is that on the lower region, and then that's on it's lower than it's below the left hand. So that means you are 1 octave lower than written. So okay, and then it's loud. Last one, accent and staccato, and then make it very short and detached. Okay. If you have any question, don't forget to write down on your book or on your notebook, or like on a piece of paper about what you want to ask, and then you can talk about it and discuss next week. Thank you.